Hey guys, welcome back to the Human Condition. This video is another video in our psychology series. In this video, we'll be talking about what is color psychology and what does your favorite color say about you. This should be a pretty chill one, a pretty interesting one. In this video, I'm going to talk about the main colors: blue, red, green, yellow, and purple, and orange. It's a pretty interesting one. Obviously, in psychology, there's tons of other things that affect us, not just our what our favorite color is, like that affect our personality, but it does suggest that there are unique coincidences and correlations between one's favorite color and personality trait. I thought this was pretty crazy, pretty interesting. When I first researched it, I was like, oh wow, because I saw my favorite color and I was like, wow, that's crazy. I feel like that describes me pretty well for the most part. The first color is blue. Blue is associated with creativity and imagination. It's also associated with trust and reliability, loyalty and dependability, and obviously there's also negative connotations with all colors. For example, blue's negative connotation is criticism. It has a hard time with criticism potentially, and overthinking sometimes. And I was like, this blue's my favorite color. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. All these things it said, all the good and bad, it's all like pretty accurate. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool how accurate the colors are. So if I get to your color, let me know how accurate you think it was or not. The next color is red. Red is associated with passion, impulse, action-oriented, impulsive, assertiveness. The positive is these people are very confident and bold, typically. However, negative trait, like I talked about with blue, is that they could be sometimes impulsive, sometimes in life. Green is honest, hardworking, determined, reliable. Similar to blue, blue's reliable too. Introspective, logical, and analytical. Negatively, it said when I was researching this, potentially there might be a sense of materialism. Not all people that have this color is their favorite color. Materialism, potential for envy, sometimes. Yellow would be optimism, happy, go-lucky, a little like the red's, like a lighter version of red, basically. Red, but like not as overly assertive and impulsive. Yellow would be pretty sociable. The only thing it said potentially negatives were cowardice, it said. And orange is associated with, I feel like it's the combination of red and yellow, personality-wise as well. Not a little more assertive than yellow, but not quite as overly assertive as red sometimes can be. So orange would be outgoing, sociable, and fun-loving as well. However, there's a negative connotation when I was researching. It's more like can be seen as pride and arrogance at times. There's that. And then purple would be, it's often associated with royalty, but it says people with purple are very intuitive, empathetic, caring, thoughtful, spiritual. It said purple. I was like, oh, that's cool. Because I know someone who's like purple, who's all of those things. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's really interesting. And negative connotations, it said potentially the same with kind of like orange, because it's always been associated with royalty. Maybe potentially not all people that have this favorite color, but pride, or like an aura of like, basically an aura of pride potentially, just because it's always been associated with royalty. So that's purple. In conclusion, blue is associated with, your favorite color is blue. It's associated with reliability, trustworthiness, loyalty, dependability. Negatives potentially Not all people with this color, obviously, and a lot goes into it. But it is maybe sensitivity to criticism, and overthinking. For blue, reds, passion, action-oriented. People usually associate with passion and action-oriented. They are, but the negative connotation sometimes, not all people with this, obviously, is impulsive. Yellow is associated with optimism, sociability, but negatively maybe a chance of cowardice, I guess it said when I was researching it. Purple, imaginative, intuitive, spiritual association. Mysterious, associated with royalty. Con, maybe an aura of security, potentially, but not always. Orange, sociable, outgoing, friendly, potentially negatively pride associated with pride. But as always, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.